Good evening, YouTube family. Martinez Country Home here. Wanted to make a quick video just because I just went to the grocery store, right? Pick up a few items, and like I usually do. But this was kind of like it. Wanted to make this video because normally, you know, there's days when the grocery store might be short. They'll be stocked lower than usual. It might be because, you know, it's like on an off day. I noticed like Tuesdays, when I've gone like on a Tuesday, it's a little bit lower than usual. But for the past, I want to say the past, I don't know, maybe like the past week, I've noticed that the grocery store, not just one, but the grocery stores where I go to have been stocked lower than usual, especially the canned goods, and a little bit of like especially the like the box items, like not like Hot Pockets, but stuff like that, like items like that are processed, right? I just noticed stuff like that, but also like noodles, pastas, things like that. And I stopped by. I wasn't really gonna stop, but I knew we needed a couple of things, so I stopped, and I was kind of you know, a little bit kind of concerned because there was a lot of like I said, pastas, wheat pastas, different pastas. A lot of canned goods were way lower than usual, and I'm talking about some of the aisles. I mean, not so much, not the aisles, but some of the sections where the cans go were really low. And a lot of times I'll just walk around the store, guys, just to see what's there or what's not there. You know, how does it look, the stock, you know. The meat, there was a lot of meat. I didn't get close enough to see which one it was, but the section where I went to was that's usually where like the beef, more or less, in that area where there's the beef section. It all looked pretty stocked up. This morning I had gone to a store. I had also gone to before I went to work, I went to the other grocery store that's closer to my job, and the same thing, kind of like the canned goods were kind of, you know, not as stocked as usual. And but the meat section was like the fresh meat was it was well stocked. It looked like, at least from the distance. But right now it was kind of crazy looking at the way they were stocked, and it was so low, in fact, that I even stopped two managers there, and I asked them, like, and I normally don't do that. I mean, I hardly ever, you know, do that, like ask them, hey, like, why y'all the stock so low, or, you know. The first guy, he was a younger guy, and he said that he told me that the only thing he could think of, as far as he knew, was that because it's getting toward the end of the month, like I don't know, I mean, we're still the 22nd, we still got like a whole week before the month's over, but he said that it might be because it's toward the end of the month, transitioning into the new month, you know, whatever. But that's all he knew. And then I talked to another guy that I always see. I could tell he's a little bit older. He's got a little bit more rank, I guess. And he said, though, he's the one pretty much that gave me the best answer. He said that as far as he knew, that there's really no shortage. As far as he knows. The only thing that he said that the only thing that he could think of is that because everybody's been getting so much money, right, with the stimulus and all that, you know, everybody's buying up everything. And that was kind of, I don't know if he knew that, but that is probably one of the best reasons that this could be happening, causing a shortage. If there is a shortage, it might be because, like, as we all know, too much money chasing around the same amount of goods, a limited amount of goods. And Although we're already in April, and as far as I know, we haven't had any like new stimulus packages or something, you know what I mean? But I just thought it was noteworthy, you know, for me to mention that, you know, I'm not gonna say, guys, that there's a food shortage per se, but I've been noticing a lot of items that they're not even there no more. They don't even have them. And like I said, they're like just like Delimex. They're like rolled corn tortillas. We call them flautas. They're just rolled corn with like either chicken or meat. They have the generic version, like the grocery store version, but they don't have like the brand name, so to speak. Just things like that. A lot of pastas were gone, or very low stock. And I pay attention to that stuff, guys, especially because I know we've had in the past couple of years, not just here in America, but we had the flooding in the Midwest last year, and we've had bad weather, you know, all over the world. And I'm wondering if we're starting to see that manifest, that the crop failures and the low yields. I wonder if we're starting to see it manifest right now. And another reason why I think like that is because of all the drama that's going on around the world, with the Ukraine and Russia, Syria and Israel are going at it. There's drama with them. There's a lot of conflict going on around the world right now, and I think that's a sign of this is a sign of the times, guys. Whenever economy starts to fail, or you know, an economy's gonna fail or collapse, they take the people to war. I mean, that's the way they do it, to cover up, you know, the collapse or whatever. I'm starting to feel like maybe everything that's going on around the world, like with the geopolitics and all that, has to do with I think it might be finally coming to an end, or it might be, you know, all this with the economy and all that, the bad economy, the global economy. Maybe it's that the collapse might be imminent, or it's getting close, and they're not being able to hide it anymore, to cover it up, or something along those lines. So this is the first time really where I see, and I'm not talking about like when it was like the freeze. There was a lot of people hitting the stores, and of course there's going to be shortages. And there was people, you know, when we went through that cold weather, people were hitting the stores and all that, and you know, but the traffic was normal. There was no heavy traffic, but the stock was low. Maybe that's what it is that's concerning me. That there's no, you know, it's not like there's a lot of people at the stores, but there's a lot less food available. Maybe I always say maybe I just hit it on a day where there's not, you know, they haven't stocked yet. You know, overnight, you know, they'll stock it up again. But I've been going like pretty much all week during the day, either in the morning or after work or at lunchtime. And all the times that I've been going this week, the stock has been low. So that's what's bothering me. I don't know. I mean, there's so much to, you know, if you step back and look at everything going on, you know, maybe that's why these things are happening. And I hate to really sound like, you know, like I'm, you know, I don't want to get carried away or anything. But like I was telling y'all this morning, nothing would surprise me, and I don't, and everything's on the table for me. I mean, there's nothing that I can say, hey, you know what, nah, that's not possible, that they wouldn't do that, or that's not gonna happen. I don't think like that anymore, guys. Anything can happen. Tomorrow we can wake up and they can say that there's no more, you know, the supply chain is broken, and you know, you just never know, guys. But seeing that at the grocery store really concerned me. It really concerned me. You know, hopefully, yeah, it's just very, very concerning, guys. Before I forget, this morning when I started the video, I was talking about I was driving, right? It was the first time I shot a video. I think I might have done it one other time, but I was talking about how this was a nod, you know, kind of like in giving a shout out to. I didn't mention it. What I was saying, I gave a shout out to Richie from Boston, that I like his videos and he's one of the best. But what I was trying to say was that Richie from Boston was one of the first guys that I would see doing videos while he was driving. That's what I was trying to say, and I left that part out. All I said was that Richie from Boston had some good videos, or he was one of the best content creators, or whatever. And then I also, excuse me, I also mentioned. I was talking about Jason from the Angry Pepper, but I called him the New York Pepper. So that was a mistake on my part. It's because I know he's from New York, and he's from New York, so I called him the New York Pepper, that's another guy. That's the guy that reports from the New York Pepper is the one that reports from does all those reports from the Ukraine. So anyway, guys, I just thought you'd be interested in that. Like I said, y'all don't stop prepping, guys. Y'all don't want to wake up one day in the morning and, you know, find out that, you know, there's no credit. You know, if there's a credit freeze, guys, if the economy gets bad enough, a credit freeze is where there's just no money anymore. Literally, liquidity dries up. You know, your card won't be any good unless you have cash, but that's another possibility. But you don't want to be that person that you don't have nothing in, you know, stocked up, or you don't have anything, you know. You just gotta be ready, guys. Like I said, you don't want to be that person that doesn't have anything ready to eat, or, you know, you forgot to go grocery shopping or whatever. I mean, because if that happens, guys, not being ready is gonna make you do. It's gonna make you make big mistakes. It's gonna make you panic. It's gonna make you rush out there, and it's gonna make you put your safety and your life in jeopardy. That's why we prep. That's why I always tell y'all every day, as often as I can, for y'all to just keep stacking, man, and don't stop. You know, and we can run into a problem for it could last a couple of days, it could last a week. But if you're not prepared, if you don't have anything stocked up, guys, it's not gonna be good for you. You're not gonna know when is it gonna get back to normal. But if you're prepped up, that's a big help, guys. That's a very big help. If you have food ready, backup food ready, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So another thing, before I'm about to get home already, guys. Before I forget, I sent out an email to Pinball, and I sent out an email to Prepper Now, because they've been reporting on the Ukraine also as well. But during all this time that was we were having all this drama with the Ukraine and Russia. Here in San Antonio, we have a lot of Air Force bases, and you know, we have a lot of aircraft always flying around. It's no big deal. I mean, usually, you know, it's kind of pointless for us to like report, like, you know, yeah, we're seeing military activity or we're seeing jets flying around. Here in San Antonio, I mean, it's not, you can't really do that because military equipment is pretty common around here, especially the jet fighters and the big cargo planes. It's no big deal. We see them all the time. But what was odd was that all this time that we were having that drama with Russia and the Ukraine, I might have seen some planes flying, but this week I had been waiting to see if we had any activity in the air because of everything that was going on, and I didn't see any. I didn't see any aircraft all week. And today, when it was announced that Putin was pulling out the troops from the Ukraine or away from the border, I heard that this morning. When I was going to work, when I got to work, I mean, there was aircraft flying around all day long, guys. Fighter jets, mainly that's all I saw was fighter jets flying around like all day, in the morning, afternoon. I think finally toward the end of the day, toward the end of the work day, around 3 o'clock, I guess, I didn't hear them anymore, but from the morning till like after lunch, in the lunch hour, up to like 2 o'clock, 2:30, I mean, they were flying around all day. I don't know, maybe anybody has that aircraft tracker where you see how many planes have flown, or you know, how often and what airplanes were in the air. But I'm sure if you look at San Antonio, the airspace in San Antonio, I'm sure y'all gonna see a lot of activity. But anyway, guys, I just want to give you all that quick report. Thanks a lot for joining me on this drive. I hope this video was informative. The information I'm giving y'all, I think it's relevant just because, like I said, I mean, I'm a prepper, so I keep an eye on these things. I notice when things are short. I notice when things are really stocked up. I notice when things are moved around, or when the grocery stores move all their product around. And they had already been kind of like downsizing the area where how they put their product, but you know, who knows. That being said, you already know, keep stocking and don't stop. It's like I tell my family, I tell my friends, keep stocking and don't stop, guys. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great evening, guys. Y'all take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.